So for the third time in our nation's history, the President of the United States has been approved for impeachment by the House.
Yeah, here's Channel 5's Christian Colon with a closer look at what all this means for our government.
The House passed both articles of impeachment against the president, one abuse of power and the second obstruction of Congress. It has only happened twice before in our nation's history, a president impeached.
If you are accused of a felony crime before you go to trial, you have to first be indicted, or the grand jury has to issue a true bill. Without that true bill, you can't go to trial. So the impeachment in the House has to take place before there can be a trial on impeachment.
Professor for political science Mark Murr says it's a constitutional proceeding. The first impeachment ever taken place in the 1800s with Andrew Johnson, impeached for violating a law that protected U.S. presidents from removing officials that Congress had already approved. That law called the Tenure of Office Act. The second president impeached was Bill Clinton, the House saying he lied under oath and obstructed justice.
The main difference is that Johnson was never elected president after that. Clinton's impeachment was in his second term in office. And so the difference here is that we have an election next November. And with everything going on in the division in our country over this, who is it going to help in next November's election?
This impeachment process started with a phone call between President Trump and the Ukrainian president, leading to charges that he withheld military aid in exchange for an investigation to his political rival, abuse of power. The other charge, obstruction of Congress, the House saying he blocked senior officials from testifying before Congress. But impeachment does not mean President Trump gets removed from office. The trial process takes place in the Senate.
All of the members of the Senate act as jurors, and they have to take an oath that they'll be impartial jurors. And the presiding officer over that impeachment trial will be the Chief Justice of the Supreme Court, Justice John Roberts.
A complicated process that some Valley residents haven't been following very closely, like Mayela Salinas.
I can say I saw it coming, and I don't think any outcome, like they're going to get any outcome of it, I don't think.
Or Paul Huddleston, who has been following, but
really, I don't know if I know enough to have an intelligent opinion about what they're trying to do to him. And the facts and figures, maybe they'll come out in the Senate for me to satisfy that.
Either way, Merle says last night's vote will go down in the history books. In order for the president to be removed from office, it will take a 2/3 vote in the Senate, and this is the first time a president will face an impeachment trial with his parties holding a Senate majority. In the studio, Christian Colon, Channel 5 News at 6.